minutes. 8 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winners. Between on my right and in the red corner, the man with vengeance in his heart this evening from London, Mick McManus. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the new European middleweight champion, Superstar.
To Fred Downs,
Again,
there he is.
Your referee, Max Ward.
Superstar Mal Sanders, the reigning European middleweight champion, the man who got it off Mick McManus, that title and belt. There he is on the left. Got it off McManus a few weeks ago on television. McManus still fuming about that disqualification in the last seconds when he thought he'd won the bout. This is a sort of a return anyway, but not for the belt. 8 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this winner. Mick McManus, the former European middleweight champion, in the dark trunks, versus Mal Sanders. Mal Sanders from Morden in Surrey. He's just over 20 years old. 11 stone 12. Only just in the middleweight bracket. Starts at 11, above 11. McManus from New Cross, London at 12 stone 7. Max Ward, the ref again, watching McManus's tricks. We will, of course, be coming back to the martial arts team versus Barnes and Bond in a tag match after this bout. This is only just to give them a bit of a breather before they come in for the tag contest. Equally, of course, Mal Sanders, anxious to prove to everybody, including himself, that he won that last bout and therefore the European middleweight belt fair and square, which of course he did, but it was on a disqualification. He wants to prove a little better than that. And lever over the shoulder against the joint and a punch in the back that gets McManus out of it. But the referee happy that that was a forearm. Awful like a punch from here at ringside. Landed okay. And McManus hoping for a quick cross press here. Gets a 2. McManus waiting, the referee's head down, watching for the shoulder press. The McManus feet through the ropes then. Yes. Drop kick, landed certainly with 1 foot. Double-handed face bar now, McManus. Nice get out into a backhammer. Backhammer counter there by Sanders. Just a minute left in this first round of 8. fist. He's taken a few, so he's figuring why shouldn't he give out a couple. Trouble is, in so many professional sports, the instigator of the foul gets away with it and the retaliator doesn't. Just 8 seconds.
Come on, Nick.
McManus a little bit angry with the timekeeper there. Mal Sanders from Morden, Surrey, the southern area welterweight, and London area, and quite a few other amateur records, unpaid ranks, but now the European middleweight champion.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, 7 to go. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide this winner. McManus in the dark trunks, coming straight in the attack with a jump step over Toho. Oh yes, there's the McManus special. Really goes in hard at short range jab. He's won so many bouts by weakening his man with this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Shouldn't have tried that crossed arm head scissors. Now with a counter now, the straight arm lift is on. Doesn't matter, whips, still holds onto the wrist. Nice turn back. McManus complaining about everything now, but this is a legitimate complaint because illegal use of the top rope. But didn't time that one so well, but he's got a third chance and a folding press by Sanders, and it's it. The first fall to Sanders in round 2. Just over 2.5 minutes gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the second round, the first fall in fame of the champion superstar.
So Mal Sanders gets the first fall as early as round 2, which isn't bad. He must please him enormously against the greatly more experienced opponent, Mick McManus. 6 rounds to go.
Seconds away,
Round 3, and Sanders in the light yellow gear. This includes boots. Leading Mick McManus, the former European middleweight champion, who got the title off by 1 fall to 0 at the start of the 3rd. got the quick leg, violent leg spread in anyway. Yes, headlock is triangle now to McManus.
No.
What do you say now?
Badly needing an equalizer. Just an 8-speed behind, and that's the move he brings out when he's trailing by 1-4 as he is now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Flying tackle, and he get him over. Forcing him back, but not able to get him over, so that's a break. Public warning for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee gives McManus first public warning.
And he would have got one for the move afterwards if he hadn't got one for the punch to the stomach on the ropes there. On the order for break. Lucky not to get away without two there, really. So it's a double wrist lock position, but arm lever by McManus, keeping it right against the joint. And now McManus going for that left arm over the top.
When I say bring him up, bring him up.
Switch. Feign to move one way and went the other. Taking the back of the neck there, very nice. And not the third time, says McManus. Very unhappy man is McManus when those ears of his are touched. Reaching half Nelson from that angle. Worked. Trying to force his man back to canvas to get that equalizing fall with a shoulder press. 2. Couple of counts of 2, but he can't hold him down for the third. McManus furious that the referee not counting fast enough, but he's counting in seconds perfectly correctly. Less than a minute to go now in the third. Sanders really confident now. He's bringing his man to him. He's leading by the 1-4 to gain the second. Great round attempt by McManus to get out of it and over the top, very near the ropes, but not quite there. So he could count this folder if he can get it. Now the foot's touching the bottom rope now, I think. Anyway, it's on the bell. Crowd really enjoying this, and they're just behind Mal Sanders. You can see the mayor of Elmbridge. There he is, this chain. And the mayor of Elmbridge, Mayor Councillor Dennis Cockshott, and of course along with him there to his right, the deputy, the mayor-elect. So a few VIPs here amongst this packed crowd here at this Elmbridge Leisure Centre. The first time that we've actually televised in here, and Mal Sanders will remember it because McManus came in with one of his hard ones right at the start of round 4, and it just took him 15 seconds, and Mal Sanders failed to beat the count.
Complaining to beat the count, the winner must be Mick
So a knockout win then for McManus, right at the start of round 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the supreme winner, Mick McManus. And a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, superstar Mal Sanders. Well, ladies and gentlemen, McManus has just said to me, Mal Sanders is very lucky this evening. He didn't do more harm to him, and he wants a rematch for the championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, as he leaves the ring, come along, superstar Mal Sanders.
2 submissions, 1 knockout to the winner. Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, from the red corner, the heavyweight champion of Wales, Gwyn Davies. And ladies and gentlemen, from the blue corner of Bradford, Dennis Mitchell.
Well, now, grappling fans for sure will remember the great Dennis Mitchell of Bradford. There he is. It's his first return to the ring as far as television is concerned for several years. He's been busy building up his own business. More about that later. But it's nice to see him back in wrestling part-time. He's just returned from Germany to take on his first television appearance, to take on Gwyn Davies, the heavyweight champion of Wales, the big man of 17 stone 6 from Maesteg, South Wales. There he is. Mitchell versus Davies.
Seconds out, round 1.
6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide. Mitchell, the blonde with the white boots. Now let's see whether he gives us the action that he used to give us a few years back, when I thought, for one, that he'd retired from the ring. He's got a couple of sons, Dennis Mitchell, who he's training for the ring, but a bit young yet, of course, too. For joint promotions, I imagine, to be interested. But he used to be really fast and powerful, Dennis Mitchell. Caught in an arm lock there, all right. Trying to get it with the joint. Just about made it, too. Enough to get clear. Six 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout decide this winner. International heavyweight. Alan Colbeck, the referee, and our main bout of the afternoon's program.
You and I, Mitchell? That's not, baby.
In fact, today there are 2 main bouts, as often have been before, because Ray Steele versus Pete Curry follow this one, and that could be really an interesting one as well. Is to go into one of those double interlocks with Gwyn Davies, because you're asking for trouble right from the start. Nicely up, though. Ooh, attempted the rep, but Davies wouldn't go. Still Mitchell trying to force him over. Well, on a weaker man, that arm would have broken then for sure. He just did not go with that whip at all.
Mitchell. That's Ron Davies.
Still the double interlock fingers. Just a question. Oh. Decided to not go any further with that one. Grab it. Pull on, grab it. The left hand of Davis behind the head, pulling it on to the wrist of the right. Nice arm roll by Mitchell. Wrist lever still held by the tattooed arms of Dennis Mitchell. Grapevine Davis. Now then, can Mitchell turn into the head scissors now? Ooh. Well, that's a way out of a head scissors we haven't seen for quite a bit. Davis hasn't seen it either. Don't think he likes it too much. I think we're going to have a little of the old Gwyn Davis following that one. Less than a minute to go. Look at that arm lever. Little chance of bending the elbow there. That's what he wants to do more than anything. Still held against the joint. Finally, Davis forces it with the joint into the backhand. Nicely going around with it, turning into the hole beautifully, but takes the whip quite happily on the bell of round one. Let's have a close-up look at Davis, see whether he's still angry or whether he's with a half grin, but not happy to stay in his corner at all. In fact, he's standing in the center of the ring now, this big giant from Maesteg, South Wales, who owns 14 ponies and is a great horseman, ex-rugby union man, and a pretty big, strong wrestler too. So he's quite a few careers he's got, Gwyn Davis.
Seconds out, round two.
Round two and no score. 5 rounds to go. 2 falls to decide it. Dennis Mitchell, Bradford, Gwyn Davis, Wales. Davis, the big man with the black hair on the left there, facing us now. Well, that's a pull on grab it and trying a lift from it. Referee Colbeck in close attendance, but no worry about a move like that. He can do nothing foul there. Dennis Mitchell not tall enough for that at all. No chance. The arm lever against the joint over the shoulder. Unless he puts it over his head, he's got no chance. Full Japanese stranglehold attempt by Davis. He gets it second time. Followed that up quickly with the forearms, didn't he? And again, that knee to the side of the head. Davis, the second time, does not like that. This time he's not grinning. Twice we've seen Gwyn Davis with that left wrist bandaged, but it's mostly protective. Had a little trouble with it in the ring a few weeks ago, and it keeps recurring, so he binds it up tight to prevent a recurrence. Oh, that's after the break. Mitchell says to the referee, get out of the way, I'll handle him, don't worry. A couple of minutes left in round 2, and this heavyweight bout really warming up now as Davis is angry, Mitchell getting angry. Anything can happen in this one from now on. All legitimate lifts in that backhammer so far. Mitchell complaining, but he's got nothing to complain about. Looking at the referee, but it was all perfectly legal, that. Just not tall enough, Mitchell, to complete what he wanted to there. Oh, that attack perfectly illegal. And Mitchell knows it. 30 seconds to go, round 2, and Davis with the single finger in the lock here, aiming for the straight arm lift if he can get it. Mitchell has got to avoid this if he can, and the bell to end the round might just help him. He's still got 8 seconds. Well, I'm sure that grapple fans join me in saying how pleasant it is to see this great heavyweight wrestler from Bradford back in the ring on television. He's since been to quite a few tournaments in Germany since he came back into wrestling, but of course he spent most of his time building up his own catering business in Bradford. Dennis Mitchell, who went from 19 stone 4 down to 15-7.
Seconds out, round 3.
So he's lost nearly 4 stone in training since he decided to come back to part-time wrestling, Dennis Mitchell. But by doing so, of course, he's now giving away nearly 2.5 stone to the big Welshman, Gwyn Davis. Davis there with the black hair. 2 falls to the side. He's received several private warnings. The next one could be public. Yep. Alan Kobeck, you may have heard then, saying it's the second private warning and that's your last private one. lifts now. He didn't use the top rope, so he can lift him like that if he wants to. That use of the rope, though, is the one that the referee's watching for. Mitchell using a little of his power with the face. Oh, yes, again, that knee is doing the damage on the ears or the side of the head there somewhere. And Gwyn Davies not happy about that move at all. The third time he's been the wrong end of it. Oh, again, that left. A jerk movement, I think, up the back. Backhammer, yes, definitely. One of the strictest rules in freestyle wrestling is that you must never jerk your opponent's limb with the intention of breaking it. It can be, of course, anybody could break an arm or a leg at any time if they wanted to in this freestyle wrestling. But that's why it's such a strict rule referees keep to. An intentional break or an attempt at an intentional break that could send him right out of the ring fast. And also, of course, no promoter will use him for a long time if he does that. So the toe and ankle to Davies. That won't please the Welshman too much either. Treatment on his left wrist. And his punch in the back. Referee spotted it, or did he? No, he didn't. Got round a little too late. Colbeck raced around the back there, but too late. So that wrist obviously worrying him a little more. Davies trying to get in a position for that punch again, but still the referee gets round too fast for him. Yeah, he got it in that time, and he's got a public warning for it.
Gwyn Davies received the first public warning.
Davies trying to pretend that was a side of the hand chop, but well, our cameras saw different, and so did the crowd here. Now the semi-jab stranglehold of Mitchell with his own arm through the hold, putting on the pressure at the side of the throat as well.
Come on. You know, Davies.
Trying to get the referee to count, but of course the shoulder blades are not down. He's more likely to get a submission here than he is a pinfall. Ten seconds, round 3. The bell will save Davies.
To break him around.
So Gwyn Davies is not going to have it all his own way, despite the fact that he's should have the advantage over Mitchell in nearly every way. Height, weight, probably strength and fitness, considering his opponent hasn't been in the game for quite a few months.
Seconds out, round 4.
Wouldn't this be great for Dennis Mitchell to make his comeback on television and beat this giant from Wales? 3 rounds he's got to show us he can do it. 2 falls to decide. No score, but 1 public warning against Gwyn Davies on the right there in the dark trunks, dark hair. Oops.
1, 2, 3,
Quite legal.
5. 1, 2,
Just snatching, chopping the wrist away as the wrist grabs the neck.
5, 6, 7.
Get into the single interval. Butting the biceps there, really. Again, that knock away of the wrist, backhammer, throw from it. Nice, quick moves there by Davies, and all legitimate.
5, 6.
Again, the head batters the biceps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, yes, a Davies suspension hold. There's got to be a submission. But Davies won't release. I think he's got a public warning for not releasing as well as the submission there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in round 4, with the elevated wrist lock submission, the first submission to Gwyn Davies. And ladies and gentlemen, Gwyn Davies receives his second and final public warning.
Davies looking around at the ref as if he didn't know why that public warning was given, that second public warning, which of course is his final one. Davies leading now by 1 submission to 0 over Mitchell, but 2 public warnings against him for second one for holding onto that submission hold far too long.
Seconds out, round 4.
Now Mitchell has got to avoid that same suspension hold if he possibly can. 2 rounds to go. Davies going straight for the same arm. Mitchell in real trouble with that left arm now. And Davies knows about it, goes straight for it again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Again, the lift and the backhammer. Oh, yes, we saw the and we saw that one, but so did the ref. 1 public warning against Mitchell for that.
Dennis Mitchell, so first public warning.
Mitchell saying, and I allowed a little retaliation, but no, not that much. Not a punch in the stomach and then to the face as well. So the public warnings really flying around in this bout. Back heel. And the back elbow to the stomach in between the forearm jabs. Mitchell's going to give another one if he's not careful. Now again the punch, which we saw, but the ref didn't. And a stranglehold of Davies. Body check, it worked for Mitchell. And the flying tackle. The question is whether Mitchell can drop the balance there. Trying the suplex didn't work, it goes down in a cross press. Oh, so nearly the equalizer for Dennis Mitchell there. Another chance at it with a side folding press. 3, he's got it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a counter to the blind tackle, the equalising fall to Dennis Mitchell.
And a tremendous effort it was. He had a terrific chance just before it, but now he goes over to his opponent's corner and just gloats a little bit. But he got the equalizer in the 5th. Now, can he get the winner in the final round?
Seconds out, round 6.
Round 6, 1 fall each. Submission fall to Davis in the 4th. The equalizing fall, pinfall to Mitchell in the 5th. 1 each. And Davis, of course, got 2 public warnings against him, whereas Mitchell only has 1. The stranglehold again to Davis. Punch to the nose, which the camera saw quite easily, but unfortunately he turned with his back to the ref as he delivered it. He's now kidding us, or trying to kid the referee, but he's hurt his hand from a chop. Now Mitchell has a chance now with the finger interlocks. Oh. And again, Gwyn Davis trying to distract the referee's attention by saying that he hurt his wrist or hand from that side chop. But of course, we saw different from the camera point of view. And so did the crowd, as you can hear. Can't wait for Dennis Mitchell to get the winner now. Practically all of them. And the second public warning to Mitchell for not breaking one toe.
Second public warning.
Davies still got the advantage from that finger interlock because of his height. And he's trying that Davis suspension hold again. Very nearly brought him up in it, but Mitchell brought up the knee just in time. If he gets that suspension hold again, that elevated wrist lock, that will be the end of Mitchell for sure. Oh, there again, Davis again, and he's out. He's out. Mitchell's done it. One of his qualification, but the third public warning to Davis sends him automatically back to the dressing room. So Dennis Mitchell, on his first appearance back in the ring on television, gets a win first time. Not the way he'd like to do it, but it's a win just the same.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in round 6, the referee disqualifies Gwyn Davis. The winner is Dennis Mitchell.
Mitchell still wanting to prove that he can go on and still lick it. A great return to the ring anyway for Dennis Mitchell. There he is, must be proud of his first reappearance. All the punches against him, he's still turned out the winner.
Gwyn Davis has to leave the ring. And Dennis Mitchell